Happy Tuesday. The topic turns out to be pride. So yesterday I read the Luke 14 passage. It's about who gets invited to a party and who sits where at a party, and it can all sound a little bit like junior high drama here. But what's really in play is a discussion about pride. This is a huge topic, and it's a complicated topic. It's complicated in part because it's hard to think clearly about. Today, the world uses the term pride to talk about everything from obnoxious racial prejudice and clueless narcissism on one hand, to patriotism, or to being really encouraged by some good decisions or good performance of your children. So on top of this, there's lots of people that sort of conflate pride and self-esteem is a complicated topic in and of itself. Not the topic for today, so I only bring it up to say that it's a complicated term. Secondly, pride is complicated because as soon as we start to deal with it, it tends to run and hide. So it's very possible. Not only have I regularly made fun of my friend who several of us thought had some humility challenges and encouraged him to do some Bible study on humility. And he came back saying he had developed a really, really great talk on pride and that we were all free to use it. It was so good. And we're like, do you not see sort of the self-negating aspect of saying you've written a good talk on pride? But at a different level, I know I have occasionally been proud of how quickly I see pride in myself. And I go, okay, I'm being proud. I confess that. But wow, I am really quick at seeing pride in my own life. Oh, wait, that's pride. I am quick. Wow, I am quick at seeing pride in my own life. I mean, again, it's complicated and layered. So we've covered all this before. Do we gain any new insights from this parable? Yes, nothing less than the way forward. I think that we get some really great counsel from Jesus here about how to deal with our sin. And what he is telling us to do is to humble ourselves. Some people will pray for humility. Wow, I do not want to pray that prayer. Like, I want to humble myself. I don't want God to humble me. I can only begin to imagine what that might be like. And so what we're told over and over is that we should humble ourselves. We should look out for the benefit of other people. We should push others ahead of us in line. We should not just see this as good advice. We should see this as good kingdom living. And so let me read this passage again for you as I start to wrap up. This is, I think, sort of the crux of things. When someone invites you to a wedding feast, do not take the place of honor, for a person more distinguished than you may have been invited. If so, the host who invited both of you will come and say to you, give this person your seat. Then, humiliated, you will have to take the least important place. But when you are invited, take the lowest place, so that when the host comes, he will say to you, friend, move up to a better place. Then you will be honored in the presence of all the other guests. For all those who exalt themselves will be humbled, and those who humble themselves will be exalted. There's nothing, on one hand, wrong with honor and exalting someone else. We're told to honor our parents. We certainly know in heaven that we will honor Christ. There's nothing wrong inherently with honor and exalting. It's just we should not be honoring and exalting ourselves. Humble yourself. That actually is the way forward. The way up is down. The way to be great is to be a servant of all. So humble yourself, humble yourself. Stop right now and think of something you can do today that would be a little surprising, perhaps a little humbling, but a way that you can serve other people and follow the example of Christ. Have a good day.